What's going on, guys? Andy here, G4 Outdoors. Man, it's been raining all day, so there's no work that I can get done today. Hopefully I can hit it hard tomorrow, but that means I got a little bit of free time, so I ran up to our local sporting goods place, which is Rogers Lures, and I loaded up in the clearance section and got me a new rod and reel for pan fishing. So let's check it out.
Off on the love of guitars, girls, green grass, and guns. Yeah. I was busted outside the bus.
Starting off with the rod, it's a Lews speed shooter. I love the color combination on this rod a lot. It does have the microwave eyelets, which is supposed to cut down on a lot of the line twist on the way out and help these cast a lot smoother and a lot longer. And I also got a quantum throttle to put on here, size is 10, something a little smaller. The rod I think is 5'6", if I remember correctly. It is a 5'6", and yeah, I think this is going to be a really good setup for plucking a lot of those small bluegills, crappie fishing, things like that. But mainly this is my go-to for plucking bluegills, to be able to use some of these fish as bait when we go catfishing. Yeah, quick setup. And I also bought a rod sleeve with that. All my rods in my locker have rod sleeves because I cannot stand when stuff gets tangled up. This was made for 7 foot, that's the smallest I could find. So what I did is I went ahead and cut it to fit this 5'6", put a new little piece of heat shrink on here, soaked it up. So that's a real quick tip if you guys are using rod sleeves, you got some that are too long for your rods, cut it. That's all they use is just shrink, heat shrink, and you're back in business, man. So let's get into some of the clearance section tackle haul that we got. Let's start with my bass fishing stuff, and I didn't load up on too much of the bass fishing stuff because I'm always loaded up. But anytime I can find any of Strike King's 3X stuff that I don't have, I get it. The 3X stuff is by far some of my favorite baits. So we got all lizards here. I got 2 on blue, I got a green pumpkin and the darker brown pumpkin. Color combinations that work great in my area for the fishing that we're doing. So like I said, anytime I can find any of these 3X super stretchy, I get them. And the rest of the haul today was just getting smaller sizes on different jigs. So we got a lot of some 1/80th and even some 1/64s in the Mighty Micros. And these were all half off, so I got all these for under $1. Actually, I think they were more than half off, if I'm not mistaken. I think they were like 60 to 75% off. So I got loaded up on all these. Most of these, the majority at least, are 1/64th, which are great for your bluegill and small perch. When you are fishing with a bobber, you're using regular crappie jigs, you'll notice the bobber will go down. You get ready to set the hook, comes right back up, because those fish are having a hard time getting the actual hook itself in their mouth. They're just being able to grab a piece. So if you can go with the smallest possible, you're doubling your chances on getting those fish in the boat. And along with some of those micros, I did get some regular 132s and some different colors I didn't have. And they had some pre-mades up there, both 6 counts on 1/64th with the yellow and white and the black, red, and white, which are really good combinations I like to use a lot. You guys watch the videos, you know we like to use the crappie nibbles, the crappie bites. Berkley makes them, a lot of different companies make them. I think those things work amazing, especially with the smaller hooks, because you're definitely going to get them in their mouth. A couple pencil bobbers. It's easier for those smaller fish to take them down compared to your regular circles or ovaled, in my opinion. And I got 2 full kits of 1/64th in the yellow and the white. So as far as catching these bluegill, getting them in the boat, spending less time fishing for our baits and more time catching for these giant catfish is kind of the plan. So we're loaded up on some smalls, man. I'm gonna get these in the box real quick and we'll be right back with you. And all the micros come in these little plastic tubes. Pop a cap off. You can pull your lure right out. I don't know what, but I have a feeling these little plastic tubes can be used for something else. I don't know what, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Off on the love of guitars, girls, green grass, and guns. Yeah. I was busted outside the bus at a a show in Memphis. It's a sugar lawsuit I was asking for life.
It's like finally I'm down to my last two. They had tons in the yellow and red pattern I was talking about. These are the only two in the pink that they had. So 2 lucky pink ones. Hopefully they're good and do what they need to. Here's their made 1/64 hair jigs. I do like the hair jigs. I also like my plastic bodies too, but there's always been something about hair jigs that I've liked. Let you guys check those out in the hand if it lets you. You got the red threading, yellow skirt, white headed bodies, a lot of multiple colors in that. And then I did also get these in a black and white for those darker water conditions too. And I got both my 1/64s. I want to keep these as package sleeves, and we'll just put them in the little cubby hole. Now this back cubby hole on the boat, I just use for panfish and catfish. So a lot of this stuff I'll just throw in here, and it's ready to go for all my panfish and catfish stuff. I know where it's all at, set up, ready to go. And I'm just gonna throw all these 3X lizards up in my front hopper. This is for all my bass tackle on this boat. I'll worry about organizing these later for where they need to go. But life jackets, all my terminal tackle and bass tackles, all right here in the big one. So we'll keep that up there and be ready to go. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like always, man, we appreciate all the support, all the subscribes, all the comments, all the thumbs up. That's just some new stuff we got going on. I can tell by looking at this lens it's dirty and I need to clean it, so I hope the quality still comes out good. But I'm glad to get the finally get the smaller jig heads in the boat to make fishing for those bluegill a lot easy, because we get way more bites than we do fish in the boat right now. So with the smaller hooks, the smaller heads, slowing down the presentation, there's no reason we can't get a ton more bluegill in the boat. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I know we got more videos coming out. Hope you guys enjoy them. We'll see you in the next one.
Grass and gum.